such an asshole.
I always wanted to be a union worker, graduate from high school, kind of learn a trade or a skill, get adopted by the union, and then at 23 have a lifelong pension. What'd you do? I scratched my ass crack. That's what I did, Bobby. Just like Vinny. Especially you East Coast unions. We work really hard. Shut up, you fat, disgusting slobs. Just shut up. You people who can't see your peen because your gut. Does everyone have to be fat in the union? I'm just wondering. Not like trade unions, not like, the people do the manual. I'm talking like, government workers, police, civil, certainly road construction. You got that putz holding the sign. Oh, and then we got the pilot car. Yeah, you needed the pilot car. Just load up as much as you can. All right. Hi, Aaron. Please keep me anonymous. I'm a returning customer and wanted your opinion on my current situation. I am a 21-year-old guy about to turn 22 this upcoming month. I currently live at home with my parents at a place. I'm currently in the past 4 years of working. All right, this guy's not even college graduate age. In the past 4 years of working, do you know what Zoomers are? Zoomers, do you know what that is? He has saved up $42,000. So you're richer than like 99% of college graduates. They currently make an average salary, especially for your age. Well, no, that's a pretty good. That's about the right salary for your age with 4 years working experience, working in the public. All right, not going to say where or what, but you're obviously in a union. You're in a public union. All right, that's all we got to say about that. The job I'm currently working has been the one and only job I've ever had, as I started out as a part-timer in high school. Whoa, man, you are just laying down crazy new concepts to your generation. Working during high school? What the hell's wrong with you? When I finished high school, the supervisor of this place decided to put me on full time. My job is a 5-minute drive from my parents' house, so I don't have to worry about painful commutes. I have no debts and drive a used car. Just so you know, okay, I'm just telling you now, man. I know it's the irony or the paradox or the contradiction of wisdom. I don't think, as I've gotten older, young people, I don't think you could pass wisdom on to young people. There's a thing in them that they got to experience themselves. They got to learn their mistakes themselves. Like I could tell you all day, don't put your hand on that hot stove. You're not going to believe me until you put your hand on the hot stove. And it's not until you go through that experience like, oh, wow, you fully know what that experience is. Oh, don't put your hand on the hot stove. Don't commit to a 9 or a 10. They're crazy. Like very stabby. And they walk down the street. They walk across the street, never down because they want attention. Only a few people are going to get that one. And so even though you have not had the college experience of being poor and getting drunk at parties and not getting laid and starving and going through mind-numbing, worthless classes like you did in high school, but paying lots of money for it, you think, did I do the right thing? Am I doing well? You could not do any better. The only way you could have done better and would have been out of your control is if your parents were rich. But it doesn't get any better than this. You're doing great. Every guy older than you wishes he had your situation. 5-minute commute. Like it only gets better, guys. For those of you tuning in, it only gets better for this kid. I have no debts at a used car. When high school was over, I had no thoughts of college because I had no idea what to major in. That means you're smarter than every college student right now. In this past year, I started getting into computer programming. I'm currently taking 3 prerequisite classes online as a part-time student for a computer science degree. I'll most likely finish my degree when I'm 26. All right, so that is 6 years out from now. No, 5 years out from now. My job provides me medical and dental insurance with a pension. It just gets better, man. Baby, I'm gonna go prune that tree over there. Oh, hey, I'm Bobby. Did you get a supervisor to watch you? Hang on, we got to get the girl to hold the sign with the thumb up her ass, making sure nobody, drives around you. How much did it cost to prune that tree? $80,000. But we union people work really hard. The cool thing is the pension program is that if I stay at my current job for the next 8 years, I'm guaranteed the pension for life, even if I decide to leave and go do something in the computer science field. I was thinking about traveling to different countries over the next couple of years to check things out, since I have a couple weeks off every year I can use up. All right, yeah, use your vacation. And I do recommend you travel and reconnoiter the globe. Absolutely. Absolutely. Is this a good idea? Or should I wait until my career and finances are better when I'm more stable in the future? Is there anything you could recommend to me on, and what would you do in my situation? I would like a video response. Thanks. All right. So then I asked you, because I don't know what one is, your pension funded. That's another thing. They could promise all this pie in the sky in the world. Oh yeah, you're paid $100,000 a year, but if the money ain't there, because I don't know, sit down, shocking, unions and Democrat people might pillage and pilfer the funds. They might have overestimated what they're going to have in that fund, but you said it's actually a quite well-funded fund, so that's good. So that's the first thing. Then I said, well, how much and when? And then after some going back and forth, if I figure out, all right, so you are paid basically $1,000, a little bit more than $1,000 a month, collectible at the age of 62. All right, so let's say you were to do the union thing, all right? That would put you at 29 years old. All right, you get $1,000 a month. And I asked, well, is that adjusted for inflation? Because at 29 to 62, that's another 33 years. With inflation, I'll be $1,000 a month would be nothing. So it wouldn't be worth sacrificing an IT career. You said it is adjusted for inflation. So let's just assume they adjusted for inflation, so that we're dealing with apples and apples. So you get a $1,000 a month pension starting at 62, which, push comes to shove, you could find yourself a place to live. Now, a lot of the Zoomers and millennials, you can't live on $1,000 a month for rent. Have you seen rent? Like, I'm not the one living in Marxist leftist crap holes where your socialist Democrat policies have resulted in rents that are 4 times higher than where there are Democrats. I don't, that's all right. That's all right. But presumably at 62, you'd be retired. And what having that pension will allow you to do is live anywhere you want, or it actually would be affordable to find yourself $1,000 a month apartment. That could be overseas. You already got the inkling to go overseas, so I think that's a brilliant plan. And the other thing with the $1,000, you could live like within the United States somewhere, adjusted for inflation. As long as you're not living in, look, as long as you avoid major metropolitan areas where Democrats rule the roost and adult Democrats poop in the streets, you'll be fine. Just don't live where the Democrats poop in the street. That's about it. You should be fine. And then when it comes to like, okay, what's my trade-off? Like, will I sacrifice a degree or a career in computer programming? Not at all. Not at all. It's going to take you at least a couple of years to become versed and fluent in a computer language. You talk about, where is it? Pursuing it part-time for a computer science degree, most likely finish your degree when you're 26. All right, so it's only another 3 years until you get your pension then at that time. So no matter what, even if you were to go to college, you're not going full-time, you're going part-time, which is good. And are you going online? Online. Perfect. Dude, you're doing it perfect. You're doing it perfect. I would work until you're 29, until you qualify for your pension. I'd still stick around because usually you get a little bit more of a boost the longer you stick around. So maybe part-time or something like that. The options will be available to you when you're 29. But I would absolutely pursue your degree part-time. Also, what I would do is not be so narrow focused, because as you're probably aware, computer programming doesn't necessarily need a degree, because the math is too hard for the female Karens in HR to figure out. They want to know what your favorite color is and why. And if you could be an animal, which one would you be and why? Right. So you could bypass all that and not necessarily have to get a degree, and even on the side, start programming and getting a little bit of side business and side revenue going on. Heck, you may not even need a degree. You may just like, nah, I already make as much as a guy with a degree. I've been taking my time, sending out my work, getting a little bit of contract gigs here and there. So that by the time you're 26, let's fast forward, you're going part-time, you're still working over at the union at the place. You might already have a little bit of side business. I see no reason to move out of the house. I see no reason. Why would you waste your money on, right? You're so close. Let me guess, in your area, I know the area you're in, there's just a ton of women banging down your door who are marriage quality, right? So there's no opportunity cost if you like get married. And as I've said a million times before, if you do meet a girl, you do find a girl, go get an Airbnb for a month. See if the relationship lasts. Well, I met a really nice girl. Things are great. We'll get an Airbnb for a month. Well, I live at home and we won't be able to have the copulations. All right. There's an Airbnb for $1,000 a month. Go get it. And then just sign, move a little bit of things in there, just some basic material, bang away. And then by the end of the month, she'll be gone. Or something, the sex will be less frequent. She'll be a pain in the ass. You're like, oh yeah, this didn't work out. Or she'll become amazing, right? Then you got to think of, then you got a new problem. But just stay at home, save the rent, keep banking away the money. Hey, at the rate you're going, by the time you're 26, you'll have enough money to pay cash for a house. Where have all the good men gone? There's just a Scooby-Doo mystery. Don't know where they went. But ignore that guy over there with that small, modest house paid off, cash. Because it's not a McMansion with 7 bathrooms and 6 bedrooms. I was hoping for granite countertops, and he has marble. I'm really got some base requirements of my men. Ew, you're a union worker? I have a master's degree in digital journalism. Okay? You're not in my game. Dude, I just shut up and you could be sitting on $1 million in today's dollars money by the time you're 40, and they won't know. Oh, yeah, I'm just the dumb union guy. I'm the dumb union guy that when it starts snowing here, I go to Thailand at my other place. Yeah, I wish you luck, sweet. Yeah, I just ain't going to work out between us. Yeah, no, you're right. I don't even have a degree. I just got my union job with my union pension, 2 properties, one south, one north, and I make $50,000 a year on this computer programming thing I do. But I drive a used Ford pickup truck. We can't have that. I understand. You got standards, sweetheart. Oh, you can't be like pooping outside. And Microsoft sends me a message I never, ever, ever wanted to know. So let's get back to your plan. I would just stay at home, bank money, keep working the union, go to school part-time. Absolutely. Get a skill. Be flexible enough that if you start putting together projects and actually programming, right? I would almost put it this way. You're going to put X amount of effort into running your 2-pronged strategy into the computer science area, right? Computer programming. Of that X amount of effort, half should be taking classes, half should be getting your skill set up and practicing and putting together a portfolio and hustling and getting jobs, contract work. All right. That's a little, don't be a strict academic who has no ability to program and no ability to market yourself. All right. So get yourself out there. So let's say you get your degree at 26. Everything's going well. You got what? 4 years, you saved up 40 grand. Now you're at 120 grand. Maybe your parents are getting a little annoyed with you. All right, now what? You can even start looking at a piece of property. I wouldn't buy it in that state, though. I wouldn't buy it in that state. Then you're 29. You qualify for your pension. Now you got options. By 29, you're working a little bit of money on the side for your computer science gig. By that time, you're probably sitting on 150, 175 cash. You keep going the way you are. You now can leave that leftist crap hole and go to wherever the hell you want. And by that time, you should have reconnoitered part of the globe or part of the United States with your vacation time. And if you did it right, if you do it right, by the time you're 30, which seems forever from now, but it's not, by the time you're 30, you could have enough remote contract gigs. You could go sit on a beach in Ibiza. You could go chill out in Morocco. You could go wherever the hell you wanted to go. And then you could do whatever you want. You'd be a nearly free man, as free as a man could ever possibly be in the history of free men by 30. And then at 62, if you really want to retire, you got that. That's a big strong. Yes, absolutely. And so since there's no real opportunity cost anyway to you pursuing the pension, I would absolutely do it. But you got to do both. You can't just like, yeah, I work at the union here. Okay, I'm going to keep doing this job. Like by 30, definitely, but more so by 26, you should have another skill more or less fully developed, ready to capitalize on, and ideally remotely. Boo 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 boo. Awesome. So yes, I would hold out for the union pension. Oh yeah, Thor's in the house. Thor, shouldn't you be like driving up here, man? Thor's union. One of those real union guys actually like put the lines up. If there's a hike I'd love to get the guys to go on, but they all want to. If you ever hung out with red pill people in the same metro area, it's all cats running around cats. You can't hurt them. But you go down this one trail and you see these old school telephone wires the linemen put up. And you're like, whoa, those were dudes, man. Scott Ludke, $5. Kids don't get jobs during high school anymore. I had 2 jobs, worked on weekends and 4-day during the week. May explain my weak social skills. Kids don't get jobs. No, you probably have better social skills if you worked. Look, just so you know, Scott, I don't know how far away you are from high school if you're in college. That's not normal, healthy, psychological people. That's not the real world. That's an artificial environment. K through college is adult day. Well, okay. K through college is for mentally, they're for children mentally. I don't care if you're 18 or over, you're still a child mentally. It's not until you get into the real world and work a real job. So I would not worry if your social skills are not adept. Thor, $10. Skull, Union Thug Cappy for the power from the power line god. Hey, get in the car, man. You got to be here. What? We're going to do the drone thing at noon. Don't forget that. Drew, $5. I'm currently buying years back in my pension and skilling up. Good. Is that it? School. That's Scott. School isn't real. It isn't. Oh shit, dog! You got the fancy grills and the Jordan high top. Yeah, that is an insane asylum. Ooh, Becky did her hair that way, so I'm gonna do my hair like Becky. It's all insane. Oh, did you support Trisha turning into Tanner when she cut her tits off to be popular? She went behind her parents' back because it's Washington State, and she totally hooked up with some cool people over at the trans community. Yeah, she cut her tits off. It's really she's our leader now. She's brave and amazing, or he's brave and amazing. High school, I'm going to say it again, K through college is not sane. It's for children. So your B's and C's don't matter. All right, more on the way. I'll see you guys later, Toodles. Oh, link below is, I don't know, something.